What's the status on the cars I just bought?
Good news and bad news. Good news, you have the largest fleet of Volantes east of the Mississippi. Bad news, they need work.
I knew that. They're free. You gotta understand the deal. I bought 45 cars for 30 grand. There's 2 Rolls's, 2 Bentleys, a couple of Jaguars, 4 Mercedes, and those other cars. The Rolls's and the Bentleys will bring 15, 20 grand a piece.
Listen, I lined up the ones that you can move, but I'm glad you don't have much in them.
I'm not worried about it. 5 grand a piece, bye-bye. Volantes are worth that.
Maybe,
so it's
but
all good.
yeah, you're not pushing them.
You got lots of staff out there. They'll help you push them.
You need a tow truck.
My toes didn't fall off.
Let me know when you want to go outside.
All right.
And we'll take a look at them, all right?
I'll go with you shortly.
All right, Ted. Whenever you're ready. But don't expect to dazzle anybody with these little cars of yours, all right?
We got the team in the car and we're on the run. We know what it takes to be number one, and we'll be riding high when the day is done. We're just out here having fun.
I've been buying, selling, and trading classic cars for over 40 years. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. You could call it work, but for my team, it's a whole lot more. I'm Ted Vernon, and this is my place, South Beach Classics.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Remember a few months ago I sold Jimmy Johnson that T-bucket?
The football coach guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wants to trade again. I knew he wouldn't keep it a year. I knew it wouldn't. But he wants the 39 Ford with the windows cracked.
The nice one in the other building?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need the windows fixed. Got to get someone to cut the glass and everything for me. I'm going to make the deal with him. I feel real confident.
You know that cracks on those windows are nothing major on the.
Yeah, I know that, but I want the truck to be right for him. He deserves it. I want him happy.
I'll get him pulled out right now and put the truck in the mechanic bay and take it from there.
All right, but don't ship it yet. I haven't made the deal. I'm going to make the deal.
So you haven't made the deal yet?
No, but I will.
So does he know that you're not a college football fan?
I'm not sure, but I'm an NFL fan. I'll watch any NFL game, and he's done pretty well. He wears this ring, and he earned it.
Didn't he win like at least 2 of them?
Yeah, but he only wears one at a time. Going down to his restaurant, hanging with him a little bit, that'll be a nice day. Drive my Elante down.
You want to drive one of those Volantes?
I'm going to drive an Elante down, so get one ready for me. You know, I bought like 45 cars from a gentleman who closed his shop. These cars have been out in the weather for a while. The rough cars I'll get rid of, and some of them I'll shape up. It's a great deal for very, very little money. You know, I told Marcus to get a car ready for me, one of the Elantes. I'm gonna drive it to the Keys. It's no big deal. It's not gonna be a problem.
Ted wanted me to stack these Elantes from best to worst. Every time I turned around, it was worse, 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 even more worse. I really don't know what he's gonna do with some of these cars. I mean, they don't look sellable, and he wants one for tomorrow, so that's gonna be interesting. I mean, there are some really bad cars here.
So how's my Elante collection?
I think it's the biggest mistake you've made in a very long time.
Well, I made 20-something thousand of these cars, and there's a bunch of people that like them. I didn't say they're good cars. I said there's a bunch of people that like them. I can sell them for like 5 grand, 4 grand, and still make money. We'll take one down to the Keys tomorrow when I meet with the coach. Pick one of these puppies.
You know you're not gonna make it, right?
Don't say that.
Every time you want to do things fast, that's what happens.
You know, you're very critical.
It's not critical, Ted. You're gonna call me up and say, I'm stuck in the middle of the road.
It's not gonna happen. Stop talking like that. I think if you're gonna get one ready for me, you'll probably get me a North Star. Be the best one.
The best out of the 3 worst.
Stop being
Ted,
negative.
You have 360 cars here
I know.
that run and drive.
Yes.
Why this?
These cars are special. They were Pininfarina body cars built in Italy. They sent them over on 747s, like 50 at a time. The biggest problem with these cars are the tops, because they're funky to work, and the brakes. Just get me one brakes. I'll put the top down. I'm not gonna put the top up.
I'll put a battery in all of them. Okay, we'll call your truck driver and carry all of them to the Keys at one time, so when one breaks, you can switch it out for another one.
You're trying me, aren't you?
I'm not trying you, I'm being realistic. You're gonna end up calling me, my car broke, come pick me up.
You can leave your phone on if you want to be a funny guy. I'm sure I won't call you. And make sure the trunk is clear, too, because I want to bring a couple of fishing poles, okay?
All right.
Oh, good.
All right.
This is like a 20-minute conversation for a 1-minute conversation.
It's gonna be a fun day tomorrow. And I'm gonna pack up my bathing suit and my fishing pole tonight, and I'm just gonna wait for my invitation to go pick him up.
I got an important meeting with Coach Jimmy Johnson, and he's a pleasure. I go to the Keys whenever I can. I'm a fisherman. Love to go there. Catch and release. Great thing. Told Marcus if I broke down, I got to call him, and I do not want to call him. I intend on making it down there and back. Hopefully I don't have to call him. I don't want to call him. I'm here in Isla Mirada. I'm at the Lazy Days restaurant, and I'm hungry, and I'm ready to buy this car. If I'm buying the Edsel, I have to buy it between 5 and 8 grand to make a profit, if it's a nice car. He told me that he paid, with shipping, 12 grand for the car. That's retail. and I'm not a retail buyer.
I'm a new owner of Lazy Days Restaurant. I'm taking on a big project here, and may have to part with my Ranger, Edsel. Restaurants, children, and classic cars, they're all a lot of hard work, and unfortunately, I've got to get rid of one of them, and it's not going to be my wife and family. I bought the Edsel Ranger in Texas for $10,000. I had to pay for shipping charges, plus I had some work that needed to be done when I got it here, so I'm probably in for $12,000. I'll take a small loss because my wife has just been telling me something's got to give, and it's going to be this car today.
You must be Randy.
Ted Vernon.
That's me, brother.
The most famous guy in classic cars.
Please. This is the Ranger, huh?
This is it. I went through hell to find this car. I found it in Texas. It's an Edsel Ranger.
59.
59, the biggest flop in American automotive history, and I got one.
Well, Edsel Ford, this was his baby. And it's a V8, right?
It's a V8, it's got a big engine. Look how smooth it is, not a scratch
You want to know
on
one
it.
thing that kills it? 3-speed column shift murders this car.
Ted, this is how I learned to drive. I learned on 3 on the tree.
How much you want for this historic flop?
Well, I'm in for almost $12,000. I'm willing to take a little bit of a loss because my wife has just been killing me since the day it came home with me. So I'm willing to take a loss. A little.
You're going to have to take a hell of a loss.
Look, it's magnificent. There's not a scratch on it. It's spectacular.
It's a big old beast of a car. 3 on the tree murders it for me. The post hurts it for me. I'm not doing it to hurt your feelings, but this, that hurts it for me. You know, if it was a hardtop without the post, it would add a few grand to the value of the car. I count this car at $5 grand. I'm buying it to sell. I'm not keeping it.
We're not even in the same zip code right now.
Well, then you got to get serious. It's a $5,000 car.
I got to make a deal. I got $12,000 into this thing. I'm prepared to take a loss, but he's got to be reasonable. I can't take $5,000 for this car. Maybe he can convince me to take $7,000. That might be my sweet spot, but $5,000 will never get it done.
With his situation right now, in the restaurant and family, I know I'm going to own this car. It just depends on what he's going to take for it at the bottom line. But I'm leaving with the car. You know, he hit me at 12 grand, which is silly. It's retail. I'm not a retail buyer. You know, 7, 8 grand will be the end if he's willing to take it, and I'll buy it. You know, you're telling me that 12 is what you paid, and that's a nice retail price for the car. It's probably what I'm going to ask for it, but that's not what you buy them for when you sell them. So, you know, 5, maybe 6. And I'm good.
I can't do it for 6, Ted. Come on. I mean,
I'm pretty much out of the game.
I'm losing 50% of what I paid for it. It's just...
I love your restaurant. I'm happy to be here. I think
Hey, hang on, Ted. You're not like these regular Keys guys. You got a little edge to you. We're relaxed. We're laid back. Why don't I get you a nice lunch, and maybe you'll rethink things clearly.
Car is worth what it's worth, okay? I'm going to have lunch on you no matter what. Car is worth
Depending on the price, Ted. I got a $1,000 lunch in there for you right now.
What does that mean?
Get me to $7,000, and I'll take care of your lunch. It'll be a damn good lunch. You're gonna take the car, you're gonna drive back to beautiful Miami, you're gonna look at the ocean on one side, the Gulf on the other. It's gonna be a great day for you.
I'm gonna sell this car for 10 or 12. That's what I'm gonna get for it. So at 7, I'm not hurting myself. Lunch and 7.
That's a deal.
Okay.
Boy,
You're really happy, aren't
my
you?
wife is gonna be so happy. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight.
Let's go, give me a title, let's go do this.
I'm very happy with the deal. My wife will be even happier. As a matter of fact, I can't wait to pick up the phone and call her. This will be the greatest day in her life.
I'm as happy as I can be for someone that bought an Edsel. Clincher was, Randy threw in a lunch at Lazy Days. He'll hang with me, we'll laugh, and then he'll say goodbye to his car. No better place to relax than Lazy Days down in Alamorada. Fun. I accepted an invitation from Jimmy Johnson to trade back his tea bucket he got from me, and he didn't have to twist my arm to come here. I love it here. I love this restaurant. It's the big chill. You can sit there and relax, rest your heels. It's beautiful. I'm trading him for the 1923 tea bucket he bought from me. I told him you're only going to have it a short time. So sure enough, 94 days later, he called me up and he said, I've been looking at this truck. Will you trade me? So I actually brought it. I don't normally do that. The truck is about 10 minutes behind me getting here. I'm gonna do the deal. It'll work out for him no matter what it is. I am bringing it back.
Well, Ted sold me this 23 Ford T-Bucket, and I've had a great time with it, but I told him I really like this 39 Ford pickup. Beautiful car. You know, I think it's going to be perfect for the Keys. And like I said, you know, my T-Bucket was fun down here, but it's time for a new toy. I know Ted, he'll try to beat me up on this thing, but he's always told me that he would be fair. We'll see how fair he is. I think we're going to be fine because I don't think he's going to want to take that Ford pickup back up to Miami. I think he's going to leave it down here with me. You told me now when I was ready for a new toy, I could give you a call, so I'm ready for a new toy. It was a great vehicle. I had fun, but I'm ready for a new one.
When you bought it, I told you you'd have it less than a year.
Hey, you know me.
I'm good. I'm good with
I
that.
got to keep moving. Let me ask you, was it hard to take that invitation to come down to the Keys?
And hang with you at the Big Chill?
At the Big
Are
Chill.
you kidding me?
And you knew I was going to buy you lunch, right?
Yeah, no, dinner.
Oh, dinner.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna stay a
you're
while.
going all the way.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're going to want to go fishing on 3 rings.
I'm in.
Well, no, we got to wait on that one.
You know what the nice thing is? Every time I sell a car like this, I get it back in better condition.
I'll put those red seat belts in there.
Very nice.
Did a couple of nice little lines. Had a
I
mechanic
saw
go
the
through
line,
it.
the gas line you put in the solid
Yeah.
line. That's pretty smart.
Oh, it's perfect right now.
Yeah?
But you've got a 39 Ford pickup that looks pretty clean.
I'm confident enough that I brought it. But you got to be
What?
fair with me this time.
Fair? Hey, what's fair mean? Fair means...
I've got about 4 of these right now. I've only got one 39 Ford pickup. You got to be gentle with me this time. Last time you
See, I was hoping for an even swap.
that ain't happening. You can't go from this to a 39 Ford pickup that's in this condition.
But Ted, you're my buddy, right?
Yeah, your buddy.
We're friends.
Yes.
What's a few $1,000s between friends?
That's right. So you just got to come up a little bit. You want me to get you financed? If there's any problems, I'll help you.
How about 2 difference?
How about 6 difference, and let's make it happen. You know, it's going to be a fair deal. You wait till you see the truck.
Yeah, 6 is a little bit strong here, Ted. I was hoping for an even up deal, but I don't think that's going to happen. He said he's going to be fair with me, but he's wanting 6 difference, and that's probably the difference in the 2 cars. But I'm going to try to beat him up a little bit.
You know, when he said trade straight up, I think Jimmy was taking a shot at me. Jimmy knows classic cars. I've talked with him a lot. He knows the deal's great. You know, he's just working me a little bit, but he's going to own the truck. I'm not taking it home. You know that the truck is worth considerably more than this. I'm giving you a major break at $6 grand. Let's just do it.
I know there should be 6 difference.
Yes.
But, Ted, you're going to get it back. You know me. I'm going to want to trade here within
Same
the
as this.
year.
Yeah, I got that.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you 3 difference and a fishing trip. How about that? That's hard to beat.
You're hard to beat, but if you make it 4, I'm in. Fishing trip and $4 grand, then it's done.
Done deal, buddy.
Thank you, man. That's
All right.
great.
And I'm going to be ready for a new toy here in about a year.
Oh, yeah. You're saying a year, but knowing you, it'll be 6 months.
Hey, I'm
But
looking forward
it's
to
a
it.
pleasure, man. I sure appreciate it.
Hey, it's here. Hey, you delivered.
I always do.
Yeah.
At least for you, I do.
And you said you were going to.
Hi, nice to meet you, Lucy.
Hey, Jimmy Johnson, nice to
Pleasure.
meet you.
How are you doing?
What are you doing here?
Well, I need a vacation, but my main priority is to make sure that he's treating you well.
You're taking care of him, man.
I've been working on him for 6 months. It's hard work. He's very grumpy.
Yeah, he is a grumpy guy.
Come on, fellas.
Hey, I can understand you being grumpy with Marcus, but you know, how can you be grumpy with Lucy?
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Negative.
Oh no, he's not negative.
I don't get a break here, Jimmy. Help me.
Hey, he's a fair guy. He told me he's gonna be fair with my truck.
It's beautiful.
It's actually
Yeah.
better than what it looked like online.
Coach, you know what a Cadillac Alante is?
Know what a Cadillac is?
Ted decided he wanted to corner the market on these Alantes. None of these things run.
What are you gonna do with Alantes? And they're not running.
You're joining the team here. Stop.
We brought the big truck so we can tow him home.
I made a deal with the coach. He could not have been nicer. I didn't hit a home run on this deal at all, but I kept Jimmy as my client, and he's a valuable guy to have around. I'm just happy. The fishing trip closed the deal for him. When he said he would take me on his boat fishing, how do you turn that down?
I'm happy with the deal. He was very fair, $4,000 difference, plus throwing in a fishing trip and a dinner. I think I made out all right. And the other thing is, I'll probably trade with him again here in the next 6 months. I love it.
You know, I'm down here in the Keys, and I heard a guy named Ralph has a 37 Chrysler Royal, and I could use that car. Chrysler Royal they're good. They sell well. They're well-made cars. There's not that many of them around. You got a nice original one, you've got some. This one's had the interior done, the body done. It's had a lot of work done, but it's all done correctly and nice.
I'm selling today to Ted a 1937 Chrysler Royal. I cruise a lot, almost on a daily basis. I got it out of a barn in Arkansas. A gentleman took very good care of it there, and I fell in love with it, had to have it. Ted and I are from the same neck of the woods, so I'm as tough as Ted. I'm asking a fair price to fund my daughter's college tuition. It'll be a big help, so that's my purpose of selling it.
You must be Ralph.
Mr. V,
How you doing?
what's happening?
I figured with a 37 Chrysler, you'd be the only guy here. It's a very pretty car.
She's a great car. She's in solid shape.
Yeah.
All original, numbers matching, motors in excellent shape.
Nicer than I thought.
No rust underneath. It's a solid car.
And it runs and drives the right way.
It runs very well. It's a daily driver.
6 volt?
6 volt.
First thing I'd change.
Yeah.
You agree?
Well, it's personal preference if you want to change it. I like all original stuff myself.
I like cars to start. So tell me, why are you selling the car?
I'm selling it because I want to fund a portion of my daughter's college tuition with this vehicle.
It's a pretty car.
It's a great car.
So where are we at financially on this car?
It's well worth 14. That's what I'm looking to get. It's solid, no rust. She starts faithfully. The interior doesn't leak. It's a great running car.
It's pretty inside, too.
You could take your hands off the steering wheel and it stays straight, but I'm asking 14.
14's a little
Solid.
more than I can pay, because I'm reselling the car.
Right.
I'm not saying it's not worth that,
Right.
but I can't pay quite that much.
It's going well. It's a little tough, but I think we'll come to a nice agreement. 14, I feel, is a very fair price for the vehicle. It's well worth it. I'm not selling a piece of garbage. It's a solid vehicle. No rust, no Bondo, nothing. It's never been touched. It's a great car. It'll be fun. It'll be a challenge, but, we're both gentlemen. I got a good reason to sell it. He's really hungry to buy it. So I think it'll go well. My daughter loves this car, but for her, the schooling is important, and to me as well. Because she wants to do it, I'll sell this car.
You know, he hit me at $14,000, which is retail. We're so close to making a deal right now. I just got to see where the chips fall. If he's not reasonable and he's not going to move from his price, can't buy the car. I wanted to go to a prestigious college, but they didn't want me. So I went in the car business. I got no regrets. So exactly what do you want me to do here?
Well, I want you to buy the car.
I want to buy the car. I came a long way.
Well worth my asking price.
Yeah, you're asking 14, and I think it might bring that, but I'm in the car business, and I'm thinking I should pay around 10 for it to make money.
Yeah, that's a little low. I got to go a little bit higher than that. What can you do? Bottom line, what can you do?
I can't really criticize the car very much.
No, it's a great car.
I really like being 10. I might be 11, but it is for your daughter. I'll pay you 12 grand for the car. I'm done. I'm done. 12 grand.
12 cash.
Yeah.
We got a deal.
Okay.
We got a deal. This is my daughter, Bella.
Are you gonna sell the car?
Yeah, but your college tuition is more important. This gentleman just bought it.
Hi, Bella. How are you?
Shake his hand for funding a portion of your college.
Okay. You guys want to come with me? I got to give you some money.
Sure.
do
Sounds
this.
like a great plan. It's a fair price. I'm happy with it. That'll take a big chunk away from us for the funding. I mean, she'll miss the car, but with the knowledge she's going to be getting, she'll be making a lot of money to afford 5 of these cars. Ted gave us a great deal. I mean, we both met in the middle. He's happy, I'm happy. He's got a great buy. What do you think, Belle?
It's a good deal.
It's a good deal? You going to miss the car?
I'm the proud owner of a 37 Chrysler Royal. I love the car. I'm happy with the price. I think it's just a great car. And I think it'll sell fast. Good inventory, good quality build. Nice car. You know, the Elante is running well. I'll just send this home with a truck. I don't need to drive this home. I'm doing real well down here in the Keys. I'm having a beautiful day. The weather's great. I mean, it's a different world down here. It's so beautiful. The overseas highway is so much fun. There's so much to see between here and Key West. It's like 113 miles of fun. You know, there's all kinds of cool stuff to see and buy, and the food is great along here. You know, the deal with Jimmy went really well. You know, Jimmy Johnson is a knowledgeable guy. He knows old cars. He's really fair. And when he bought the T-Bucket from me, I told him, you know, you'll have it less than a year. So here it is like 90 days later, and I'm trading it back in. I gave him a real good deal on the 39 Ford truck, but it's fair. And he'll keep the truck probably a year or less, and then trade it back again. Really a pleasure to deal with the man. I look forward to going fishing with him. It's gonna be so cool. And the Elante made it down like I said it would. Marcus, with all his wisecracks about the Elante. I'm here, I'm fine, now I'm gonna go home. What's bad? But he kept naysaying and being critical and negative. It's irritating. But I made it down, now I'm gonna make it home. No big deal. Man, man, I'm broken down on the side of the road in the Florida Keys, and I don't know how to fix this car. And this is a call I really don't want to make. Marcus, why did you leave before me? Well, come back and get me. This Alante just took a crap. No, the car was fine until we did the Jimmy Johnson deal, and then your jinx on me came true. Yeah, you knew it would. You're a smart guy, okay? Just come get me. Really don't have patience to do this. I'm at mile marker 107, I think it is. You'll see me. I'm in a white Alante, broke down. I'm sure I'm the only Alante you'll see. Just come get me. You'll see me. Wise guy. Goodbye.
Ted, you're lucky that we weren't far away.
You would have had to drive back further.
I mean, I just can't believe this. You're just bonkers.
If I had half a mechanic, I wouldn't be broke down now. I don't know if you had him check it or not, or if you think this is funny, but I don't think it's funny.
I think it's hilarious because I warned you ahead of time. Don't drive this wonderful fleet that you have. None of it's any good right now.
Please try and be positive. I mean, Marcus warned you. You made it further than what we thought. Okay, I've got a really good idea. Why don't you, Ted, tell Marcus that he was right? Or I don't think we should take you home.
I don't think so either.
No.
We shouldn't take him home.
I got a better idea. How about this?
Thank you.
Here you go, Marcus. That's for Marcus.
We're going fishing. I love fishing.
Going fishing.
Seriously?
We're going fishing.
Wonderful.
Seriously, yeah.
Thank you.
Here. I'll take the big one.
Look at this. What are we fishing
So,
for?
Ted, you're gonna catch another muskie?
No, this is salt water. Muskie's fresh water.
Ted, are you still fishing for a ride home?
Yes, I'm fishing for a ride home.
All you have to say is that Marcus was right.
Let me ask you two rocket scientists a question. Who owns the truck?
You?
I'm driving home.
Yeah, you can sit in the back of the Alante.
I heard that.